Hey everyone, this is Michael for Spirit Comics. This is my review of Batgirl #2. Now, the cover may look kind of, I don't know, unfinished because there's so much background that hasn't been used, but I'm gonna say this is like maybe I don't know, I want to say morning, but I'm not a morning type scene because it's, yellow, maybe during a sunrise, but I don't think so. Other than that, the cover looks really nice to me, so I'm not going to dwell on it. Now we get into the story. This is Beyond Burnside, Part 2, and this is in Singapore, the Lion City. And Batgirl keeps thinking of that phrase, you can't see the future when the past is standing in your way. That's what the legendary fruit bat said. That's the skill I have to master. And Singapore must be the place to do it because everything's brand new. But that doesn't necessarily mean because something is new, it can be beneficial. And she says, including the drone that showed up to spy on Kai and me at the hotel. Whatever he's mixed up in, he's lucky he ran into me. And then she goes, blam! And she puts a bat tracer on it. And she says, okay, buddy, take me to your leader. So she finds the residence, target, parked, destination, locked, and she's got an app for everything. She knocks down the door, wham! And she says, gotcha, whoa, you're a peeping Tom. Eek, Batgirl. And I don't know if she says, so much for my conspiracy theories, and she calls the cops and they take him away. Then she shoots her, her grappling hook so she can get to the top of this building, and she's thinking about the girl who attacked her. And she keeps thinking about the tattoo that she saw on her. So she uses one of her many apps to look it up. And finds out that it means student or pupil. So she wonders, who's the teacher? And is that who Fruit Bat wants me to find? So then she gets back to the drum room. And she's in the shower, and she gets out, and because she's thinking of Kai, wondering what he got himself into. And he says, "Hey, Babs, you're up. Morning, Kai." And he says, "I haven't slept in since reform school. Why'd you book a place with magical cloud beds?" She says, because B&B's illegal here, and I had traveling points burning in my pocket. He says, well, I'll get the next place. Next place, she says? That was presumptuous. I just meant, hey, want to check out the hawkers and torture me with fish head curry? And that's like in that part of the world, it's a food court with dozens of food stalls featuring all kinds of foods and desserts. She looks at him and says, can't. I've got an appointment with some rare books at the reference library. Of course, she's not really going to the library. She says, see you later. Call me if you get in trouble. He's like, yeah, you too. And then she's mentally slapping herself because she said, "Call me if you get into any trouble." She says, "I am way out of practice dating normies." I think that means normal person. And she reminds herself, "And I'm not dating Kai. Sure, I feel something, but that's just because we have history." And it's comforting having an American around because she's, not in America. And yes, he's cute, but he's trouble. And probably in trouble. And what if that's the thing I like about him? What if I'm so used to doing the hero thing that I'm doing it in relationships too? She really overthinks a lot. She says, when I get back to Burnside, I'm finding a therapist. So she goes to this place called Adept. It's Adept Towers. And this lady speaking in Japanese says, "You must be Mr. Chen's 2 o'clock. You brought photos?" "Photos?" she says. "To be considered for the ring girl position, all applicants must submit face and body shots." She's like, "Oh no, I'm not here to be a ring girl. I'm a fighter. I was hoping to." "Can't help you. Adept no longer signs female fighters." Then she gets ticked off. "Wow. I came to Singapore because I heard Adept was the future of mixed martial arts. But you guys are moving back in time." And so she runs into this dude and he says, "Hey, you looking for a fight?" Not with you, if that's what you mean." He smiles and says, "Hey, nah, the guy you want to see is May." So she goes to this place called Lightspeed Gym. "Adept, the future of MMA? Ha!" This woman says, "They're all hype, sweetheart. Spectacle, no sport. They just flew Wen Lu in from China and tried to sign her, but couldn't close the deal. She signed with a promo in Seoul. Guess Chen was so pissed he swore off girls completely." Wait a minute. They just flew into it. Alright, I'm not sure who the Chen is, but she's referring to someone called Wen Lu, and who's Chen? Yeah, whatever. I guess she's expected Barbara to know who the person was. It's a vicious cycle. They won't sign women because there aren't enough of us to keep the Singapore scene alive. No female fighters means no fights, so the best girls sign with foreign promotions and there's no one left to lead the next generation. That's why I came back. She's like, "Back from where?" The art in here is very nice. Very nice. It's simple. It's not over the top. Like Detective Comics is what I would call over the top. Extremely detailed. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you see, this is simple. You don't see a lot of detail in the hair. What I see is, more like lines or outlining. To outline the face and outline the side of the head. And it's just simple looking to me. So I enjoy it. May says, "I lived in the States for a while, in Gotham." "No way, that's where I live." She says, "What'd you say your name was?" And then she gets all nervous. Beros, M. Beros. "Something tells me I should use an alias. Is that neurotic?" Another query for my future shrink. And then this May says, "Haven't seen your name on any fight cards." No, I've trained in judo, karate, and eskrima, but I'm new to MMA. That's why I'm here. I want to shake things up, you know. I want a challenge. Now this is more detailed. The face is right here. A challenge, eh? Win, lose, still in town. What if I set up a match for next Friday? Strictly amateur, but we'll draw a crowd. Cool. I get it. Pressure makes a diamond, but I can't commit to a week here. She says, and I can't commit to training a tourist who swans through, takes what she wants, and doesn't give back to the scene. Oh! That was harsh. 10 minutes later. Ha! They're practicing. And she says, okay, Amy, show me what you've got. She wants me to make the first move. Okay. Good thing I'm not shy. And she starts to kick her, but Maid dodges and grabs her, spinning her over, and then wham! She's on her back. How? This ain't karate class. You've got a lot to learn. Need a break? She says, no way. Let's go again. And so, 3 hours later, she's headed back for the drum room. And she is aching really bad. She gets back there, and Kai is waiting. He says, wow, you look exhausted. You must have done some intense reading. So she just lays down and tries to rest. And he says, I hope you aren't too worn out, 'cause I made plans. Oh, really? What? And he says, it's a surprise, but bring your bathing suit. And so, even though she is dead tired, they head off. And she says, Kai, the Marina Bay Sands? Are you kidding? Did you know there's a pool on the 57th floor? He says. Yeah, I did, Barbara says. And it's for guests only. And rooms cost a fortune. Ta-da! Room keys? You didn't. Definitely not, but I have my ways. Illegal ways, Kai, she says under her breath. Enjoy your swim. And so, they go up here, and they're about to lose their robes. You know, nothing real bad. He says, it's a gray area. I don't know what you did, but... Then she turns her head and says, but wait, what was I saying? Because she sees something. She sees this. And that beautiful sky. And she's breathless. That what you don't know won't hurt you, Kai says. She's like, yeah, that's it. And so, they have a good time. You know, they take off their robes, and they're talking there in the pool, just letting the water caress their bodies, relaxing a little bit. And he's telling her stuff he's got planned. That he's got a new job lined up, computer job, and she's sort of feeling all dreamy. And then before you know it, they locked lips. And this is not just any kiss, because then they're on the I guess I don't know what this is, a patio or, you know, he says, that was some kiss. It was perfect, she says. And then she's thinking, a perfect, dreamy, once in a lifetime mistake. What am I doing? I gotta nip this in the bud. It's like Barbara is so similar to Bruce. She doesn't seem to allow herself any happiness. I mean, what's so wrong with it? She says, you head out tomorrow, right? That's the plan. I'm gonna stick around here a few days. So it's been fun, but ahem. He makes a call. And Kai, the very character who said in the previous issue that he does not speak Japanese, calls his grandfather. And anything that's in red is Japanese. He says, hello, grandfather? This is Kai. Yes, it's late, and yes, my accent is still terrible. And I have bad news. My passport was stolen, and I've been delayed, so... Yes, sir, I understand. I'll be there by the 8th. Goodbye, grandfather. Plans change. Things happen. You happen to me, Kai says. He's really got it bad for Barbara. Kai, tonight has been amazing, but I just can't. The timing's weird, and it's moving too fast. He says, you set the pace, okay? I'm not going anywhere. You know, she's freaking out, and he's trying to reassure her that, you know, everything's cool. So, it's a Saturday. I'll even sleep on the couch. I just want to get to know you. Sunday, she's practicing. She says, you don't want to know me, Kai. Monday, it looks good. It's good luck to eat the eyeball. And she's thinking, you can barely handle me. Me and Batgirl, forget it. And Tuesday, practicing again. It would never work. I know that. See, she's trying to convince her own self. Wednesday, she's riding with him. So why can't I stop thinking about that kiss? Thursday, more practice. And she's getting better. And then she actually gets one up on May. And then Friday arrives. Friday night. So Shanghai, he says? Huh? I'm leaving tomorrow. You should come with me. I'll do family stuff. You do your own things. And then we'll move on to, like, Beijing. Sound good? She's like, I don't know. I hadn't thought that far ahead. He's trying to reassure her that everything's going to be fine. I don't want this to end. I know you're scared, Babs, but when I look at you, I see a whole future. Just daydreams, I know, but... And she's getting ready to do something, you know, it's really not cool. I mean, she says, you can't see the future when the past is standing in your way. She quotes Fruit Bat again. What's that supposed to mean? She says, I don't know, Kai. I'll talk to you later. So she literally packs up all her stuff and leaves. At least I think that's all her stuff. I could be wrong. So she goes to the warehouse. They're in Singapore. And this is the referee. I want a clean fight. Obey my instructions and protect yourselves at all times. Now touch gloves. If I live to see it later, she's thinking. And so she's trying to be nice. She says, Wen Lu. May says they call her the Moth, but she doesn't know why. Good luck! And Winlu says nothing. She won't even say good luck. She's trying to psych me out, and we haven't even started. Back to your corners, he says. Ready? Ready? Yeah. And she just nods. So I guess she does her talking in the ring. Now there's a reveal coming up. He says, fight! So Winlu jabs at Barbara. And she dodges it. And she dodges another attack. Barbara is thinking, so that's why they call her the Moth. She flutters around erratically, fainting, taking shots that don't connect. But I can't hit her either. So there's not much she can do but try to get in a shot or two. But she's gonna find something. She can't keep me at a distance forever. Sooner or later, she is whoosh, and Barbara ducks. There, an opening, and she's starting to get an idea. This is it, now or never. Barbara Gordon has a plan, but it's gonna fail. Wait! She sees the tattoo on her arm. That tattoo! She knows that tattoo. It's familiar. Wham! Ow! Upside Barbara Gordon's face. KO! And Barbara Gordon is out. She is down. She hit the mat. Next, Lost Soul. So it was a pretty good story. It wasn't necessarily fun like the first one, I thought, but overall it was good. You know, I buy the issues. I buy the series that I think are cool, and not every issue in a series is going to be good. That I know. So what did you think about this issue? Did you like it or did you not like it? Let me know. Just, drop your comments down below. And please like this video and share it. Subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. And also smash that bell like She-Hulk so you'll be notified of all new uploads. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Till next time, true readers.